What is going on, everybody? It is Nelly B here, and welcome back to a brand new zombies video. Yeah, listen, I understand what I said about the game in the last video. However, what I should have mentioned that round 100 was always sort of a goal for me on this map after I saw how easy it was to get to achieve. You see, for a while, most people, including myself, have been using the top of knock strat for high round runs, with even some players reaching almost inhumane times of 51 minutes and 13 seconds for round 50 and an hour 38 minutes 46 seconds for round 100, which is insane to me. Those, of course, come from the man himself, the MC Zombie Slayer. Props to him, man. As much as I can't figure that strat out, he's perfected it, and I can't say anything bad about that. Now people will say, well, this strat is easy, anybody could do it. Well, here I am. Someone who I assume to be, at the very least, anybody that cannot do it. At least from this spot. Sure, the spot I'm going to show you is a bit risky and requires some form of pattern, but on a much more basic scale compared to the one at the top of Knocked. The strat starts before you get into a lobby. You're going to want to create a class, make sure you put your favorite weapon on with literally any attachments you want. Hell, you could go with a knife. And finally, you probably already know Ring of Fire. After spawning in, we're going to be pulling a Nelly 2.0. Take your favoriteest weapon all the way up to the last zombie on round 10. Obviously buying ammo when necessary, and then make your way to power. Along the way, you can pick up stamina up and a weapon if you only have a knife. Make sure when you're going through this tunnel, do not open up this door to speed cola from the trial room. Keeping this door shut is kind of crucial to the strategy, so I'll suggest you keep it closed at all costs. Turn on power, activate Pack-a-Punch, and this time you only need to go down to the portal with the Pack-a-Punch piece in it. I will mention that having the medbay teleporter is very helpful when it spawns, but it's by no means necessary. After this, activate the coffin Easter egg. During this time, you can Pack-a-Punch, but you won't be using your weapon long after this point. During the next round you spawn back in from the coffin Easter egg, it should be a plague hound round. Take a hound into the weapons lab and kill them in front of this machine across the way from Deadshot. We will be using this for a later step. After that round ends, you're going to kill the next megaton that spawns in. It should now be round 12 if you manage to turn on power and do the coffin Easter egg in one round. Make sure you pick up the keycard the megaton dropped. Turn in for another keycard in the weapons lab and make your way up to Knocked. I suggest doing this part at the very start of round 13. Once you're up at Knocked, you're going to want to train zombies until they stop spawning. After this, turn on the die machine behind the wall. Be very careful. This thing does not kill zombies instantly, but you can use your Ring of Fire here to help it kill faster. After this, make your way up to the very next level of Knocked and go into this corner. You might need to shoot a shot here from the weapon in order to do this next step. Essentially, we'll be sucking up this canister with an outline on it. We're going to be taking this down to the weapons lab and placing it in the holster across from Deadshot where we killed the Plague Hound. This will immediately give us a now filled canister. We are then going to take this up next to the plane wing, place the canister on the box, shoot the canister, and then interact with the box. If you're holding the wonder weapon, you should be able to pick up the alternate ammo type. Finally, make your way into medbay. Get on top of this big ass container and that's it. Well, unless you want to kill megatons in a cool way, then wait until round 30 to hit the box for a ray gun. Now, explaining how the strategy works is very interesting to me because I actually understand it, unlike the top of knock strat. It's simple. You sit in a corner atop this container in this room specifically. Your goal is to constantly have one die Nova 5 shot on the ground in front of you and one beside you as you use your alternate suck ability to not only do more damage but also gain more ammo. The reason this works so well is reason number 1. The Die Nova 5 Wonder Weapon has a max ammo capacity of 90. You can shoot single shots that cost 15 ammo and will linger for what seems like 10 to 15 seconds, doing massive amounts of damage in a significantly large area. 2. Because the area you're sitting on, the zombies cannot come from behind or from either side of you without first climbing onto the area from the front facing side. This means that you only have the zombies coming towards you and hitting you from in front of you. That's right, even this area over here, the only thing you have to worry about coming at you from this spot are plague hounds and megaton bombers. And even then, the dogs are the only thing that will try and hit you from here. Number 3. They cannot hit you until they are within melee distance on the platform with you. This means they have to climb onto the platform to do any actual damage. This is great, giving the zombies more time to linger in the effects of the Nova 5 gas. And number 4, finally but certainly not least, the only real sort of glitch about this strat. Okay, if you stay on the platform, you can keep the megaton from even coming into the map. And even if you do get them to come into the map, just get back on the platform and they will only run to the areas where they can or won't hit you. Unless they run to this corner, then just make sure you're crouching. They won't hit you if you're crouching for some reason. Mind you, the platform specifically refers to the blue tank you're standing on. You can easily stand up and step too far back onto this railing without even knowing it, thus causing the megaton to run into the map. Seriously though, killing these megatons with only your Die Nova 5 and no Ring of Fire is pretty simple if you stay on the platform, of course. Some useful tips for this strategy consist of, when using your Ring of Fire, shoot your Nova 5 Wonder Weapon until you're down to about 15 ammo, then use the Suck ability. This may fill up your ammo just before the Ring of Fire ends, so make sure you pop an extra shot so you can maximize your ammo and damage. Also, you cannot constantly suck. You will eventually have to stop and shoot more ammo because you're full on ammo. This almost cost me my run a couple of times, so just keep that in mind. Another cool trick is buying a cruise missile for those clutch moments where you think you might go down. Now, popping the cruise missile in this area will not get you any kills, but it will allow you to regenerate your health and allow you to recoup after a potential down. The strategy itself is so simple, yet typing it all out and telling it to you right now seems so descriptive. Like, so many things came together to make this possible, and I'm only being so whimsical about it because it's my first round 100. I think. Definitely my first round 115 or 115. Despite what I said in the last video, that's extremely special to me, and now I have something to commemorate it with. Something actually cool that I'll probably use every time I play this game now. Well, not every time. There are some admittedly cool calling cards in here, but you get the point. Listen, if you're not convinced, this was not a planned run. I ate dinner, sat down for a game just to get the max battle pass level. Mind you, I had tried this strategy out earlier that day and on stream the day prior. I'm just so happy I finally did it. I don't really like calling myself good at zombies because, like, who fucking cares? But outside of the camos and the Easter egg that was beaten 10 times over in the first month, the high round was only a plausible next step with us only having one map and dead ops being too hard for average players to take seriously. The strat may not be round 100 at under an hour and 40 minutes fast, but for someone who's average or below average, this is a perfectly chill strategy. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them down below. A little personal update, I do have it. Can I say it? Well, fuck, I'm not making any money anyway, so I have COVID. I tested positive and luckily I only need to stay inside for about another week. I'm obviously not going to fully go back out until I know I don't have it anymore. For those of you who may ask, I'm doing fine. I've got a lot of support from my family and friends, and luckily I quit before I got sick, so I had no job to let down. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Make sure to leave a like and let me know what your best time and strategy is on this map when going for round 100. And make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button while you're at it so you don't miss a single upload. Stay safe, wear a mask, and peace.